and welcome fellow gamers. Today we will talk about both basic UI stuff and some cosmetic UI stuff and also some tips and tricks for absolute beginners. Pun intended. If these guides are ever useful to you, you're most welcome to stay and subscribe as a thank you. Let's go!
How dare you accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf!
Let's start with something basic. You can expand your spell area, lock or unlock it. Expanding the spell area did not exist in the early access, and I think it's a fantastic addition to the game. Some classes have enormous amount of spells when they are level 12. You can just adjust your slots this way. Second, you can send your camp supplies to camp and still benefit from it. Camp supplies, especially the ones you loot from outside camps, tons of meat, they can easily get heavy. Especially if your character is not a strength character and it might overwhelm your inventory. Just send them to camp, you can still use them, as easy as that. Thirdly, something cosmetic. You can hide your headpiece, yes, but you can also hide your whole armor, but you can still benefit from it and look fabulous. You can wear amazing stuff by doing that. When you hide your armor, your character will wear their camp clothes. And you can also hide the common clothes and go around with your underwear. I love how detailed this game is. And not to give you any spoilers, but there are some pretty luscious stuff you can loot in the lower city. You can examine enemies to see their weaknesses and strengths, and I think most of the player base know that, but this also applies to your own items too. For example, for a long time I got puzzled by these items that will give you lightning charges. I was thinking these items could be special to some specific class, but if you examine your items, there's always an explanation to these colored texts. Examine can be done on anything. Lastly, if you have a lot of reactions before your character uses them, there's a small window that pops up and asks you if you want to use it. And I played with my friend who was playing a barbarian monk, and he was playing with Karlach, another barbarian. There were at least 6-7 reaction windows popping every damn fight, and it would get pretty annoying, not gonna lie. Because most of the time he had the same initiative, I wouldn't be able to play before he used his reactions. You can take these reactions to auto or turn them off from this window, which makes everything a lot easier to manage. Let me add something since this is a beginner guide. Don't forget that you can only use one reaction in your turn until your next turn. For example, if you have two enemies right next to you in your 5 feet, one of them tries to get away and it will trigger your reaction called opportunity attack. The second one wants to get away in the same turn, before your turn comes, they can get away without triggering your opportunity attack. So you can only take one reaction between your turns. You should consider this before you take any reaction to auto. It will spend that turn's reaction if it gets triggered. I hope these help. Happy adventures! And if you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. If these guides are useful to you, especially this guide for beginners, I can make more of them. Just let me know.